The Minister for Health, Kwabena Mintah Akandoh, has assured Ghanaians that the country remains prepared to respond to any possible Ebola outbreak, despite recording no case so far. The minister gave the assurance after embarking on a working visit to the Accra International Airport and the Noguchi Memorial Institute for Medical Research and the Ghana Infectious Disease Center to assess the country's surveillance and response systems following the declaration of Ebola as a public health emergency of international concern. The health minister also urged the public to observe strict preventive measures, including regular hand washing, use of sanitizers, and avoiding handshakes. According to him, although Ghana has not recorded any Ebola case, the country must remain proactive and prepared to contain any possible outbreak.
Ebola has been declared as public health emergency of international concern. And so there is a need for all of us to stand prepared, because prevention is always better than cure. And so for the past 2 weeks, we have issued some publications to the public. I've received reports from the various committees we've put in place, but there was the need for us to follow up to see what is on the ground. So since our arrival at the port, we have been taking through the various protocols that travelers on arriving will have to go through. As you have to everybody, every Ghanaian, please, I know it is our tradition to be shaking hands, especially when you are a public figure. It is very difficult for you to avoid shaking of hands because of our culture. But at this point in time, in order for all of us to stay safe, let's avoid shaking of hands for now. Let's avoid it. Let's practice hand hygiene. And so we have already declared that mass gathering, event organizers must get hand washing stations at mass gathering. We must have sanitizers to sanitize our hands regularly. Let's wash our hands with soap and the running water. Nobody is far from any disease. It is also very, very important to stress that we have not detected any case. There's no need for panic. Nobody should panic. All these measures is to make us ready, so that if there is any case, we'll be able to contain it and, if possible, limit the spread. That is what we are doing at the moment. It is not as though we have recorded any case. We haven't. But we must do our best to prevent it. Let me again appeal to travelers. As you arrive, it may look or sound inconvenient as the port health officers take you through these protocols, but it is necessary for you. This is no respecter of your position in society. And we have given them clear instructions that everybody is not above disease, it's not above rules, it's not above regulations. Nobody is above the law. So everybody on arrival must go through the protocols.
WHO rep in Ghana also thanked Ministry of Health in Ghana, Health Service, and cautioned Ghanaians about the disease.
So what we have witnessed today, right from the airport and here at the Noguchi Memorial Institute, and we want to commend the Ministry of Health, Ghana Health Service, and all those that are working hard. We have witnessed that the readiness actions, the necessary readiness actions are already underway, and that wherever we need to step up, the necessary directives and dialogue has been done with our colleagues at all levels. So we have witnessed that there is a mechanism in place to screen the patients, to screen travelers, and that also the necessary infection prevention and control measures are in place, and that here at the Noguchi Memorial Institute, which historically has had excellent capacities for diagnosis and are continuing to build that capacity, that the readiness is in place. That this is a serious disease. Ebola is a serious disease. Currently, the strain we are dealing with does not have a vaccine or approved therapeutics. And so it's going to take all of us to ensure that we understand the disease, that we understand how it is spread, and that we take the necessary measures as individuals, as communities, and as a nation